Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
All right, we're live. Don't worry, folks. We're a little late. I was trying to get us on Facebook and YouTube. Mornington Lone Star, irlonestar.com. We're live in the studio right now in downtown Conroe, Texas. You can hear us on our Lone Star Community Radio app. And with Mornings Lone Star, don't forget, I'm here every weekday from 8 to 11, but on Fridays, because we have Dance Time in Texas that plays on Friday. And that's with our buddy DJ Mike doing the top 10 country. I forgot how he words it. It's like dance hall country music. So you're dancing with your lady in the dance hall. But like I said, we have special guests. Make sure to point that to your face. There you go. And there you go. I got one of my good friends, Son from Dragon Ball C. You've probably seen him on social media all the time because I think he's trying to be like a what do you call it, an OnlyFans kind of person. I wasn't really sure, but I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you, Son. Welcome, Son Cheng, right? Did I pronounce it right? Or yeah?
Was that? Say that again?
Cheng? Cheng?
If we're a friend, you know how to say it.
I don't want to.
No, it's Cheng.
Cheng, yeah. Son Cheng of Dragon Ball C. His daughter does Taste the Asian mobile food truck.
Yep.
And then you have a coffee shop opening where Vernil's Bakery used to be on Main Street. And you got a lot, and then you have Lake Conroe Automotive.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of businesses here in Conroe, and if people don't know, I've known Son for a while. They used to do a show here on the station called YPC, and that was Young Professionals Conroe. They're still doing a lot more on I would call it on the grounds, young professional stuff. Yeah, so there's not like a show; it's more of like let's just get people involved and do stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, welcome, Son.
I mean, I appreciate you having me on.
And
I didn't know this was live. I thought it was pre-recorded like back in the days, but
no, dude, we're fully operational this week.
It's totally different, but it's okay though. I'm okay.
Fully operational.
I'm gonna correct that. I do have my hands on the multiple business that our family has. I have to give credit to my wife.
Kelly. I like her.
Kelly. She's the one that does Dragon Ball. She's the laborer. So she's the footwork. She's the ground soldier.
She's there, man. Yeah. She's there every time I go there.
Yeah, she's the.
I try to go there at least once a week.
The boss of Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? We got a great squad there, and then the coffee shop.
What's the coffee shop going to be called?
I was going to say, I was like, everybody's going to have a hard time pronouncing it. But once you get,
is it Cambodian or is it okay?
Yeah, yep, it is. So once you get it down, it's easy to say. It's pretty much translated in English is coffee and bread. But the way we spell our coffee, there's multiple ways. But I spelled it Kofe, Coffee. Yep, Coffee. And then 3 words.
That's how they say it in German.
Yeah, Coffee non pan. Coffee non pan.
Okay.
That's it, coffee and bread. So
there's going to be like just regular, like I'm a black coffee drinker. Is there going to be black coffee there?
I'm going to give you black coffee from all over the world.
Okay. Well, because like you go to certain coffee houses and it's like, oh, we only do lattes or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm like, I just want to get
We're not going to discriminate.
I just want a black coffee. Oh, we could do Americano. I'm like, I just want a black coffee, whatever a black coffee is.
And that's the one thing that I noticed too, because when I was drinking coffee, I'm not a picky drinker, but I know what bad coffee tastes like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that. I know what bad coffee tastes like.
I know what bad coffee tastes like. Burnt coffee, coffee with too much acidic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sometimes you just want to go in there and grab a gas station coffee. You know what I mean? Probably 7-Eleven or whatever gas station you grab.
My favorite's Valero right now.
See, and
or they have the taco place.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I sometimes enjoy just a quick grab a coffee, And I might be able to say, you know what, if you want just a free cup of not a free cup of coffee,
Whoa,
but
whoa, whoa.
if you wanted just a cup of coffee where you can actually pour yourself, I might have that option there as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I want it to be open and not discriminate a coffee.
Oh, you could do like a mug thing. Like you buy a mug, and if you bring it in, you can use our free drip thing or whatever. Well, not free, but you pay for the first cup, and then you have a limit.
Yeah.
But you have to have the coffee.
Coffee, yeah, you gotta have the coffee.
I'm not even gonna attempt to say bread in Cambodia.
No, you got to.
I'm not even gonna
Man,
attempt that.
I'm doing my best to try to roll my R's right now in Spanish, and I can't even get it
Shoot.
right.
Well, yeah, because like when you go to those kind of places, you're gonna have a lot, especially the new experiences. You got to get those people like, hey, we do coffee, we do what you're used to, but we also add a little twist, similar to Taste the Asian and also Dragon Bowl C. I mean, I know a lot of people were intimidated when they first go there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this is really good. This is kind of like an infusion kind of thing.
Yeah.
So is there any infusion, or is this going to be like a traditional
This is going
Cambodian
to be
coffee house?
No, we're gonna do everything. You know what I mean? We're just bringing a bit of our culture in there. You know what I mean? The food, the coffee.
Do Cambodians make coffee different than like Mr. Coffee Maker?
What do you miss? Yeah.
Like, what's the difference there?
The drip coffee.
Is it,
We'll
I don't know.
We'll have a drip.
I don't know.
We'll have a drip coffee too. If you
There's so many different coffee makers out there, man.
I
I
know.
was like, I don't really care, but
We'll have that as well too. But everything we do is going to be infused with something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're gonna infuse the coffee with some energy drinks, some
What?
teas. You know what I mean? I don't want to give everything out.
Oh, okay,
because then
okay.
at
You're
that
not-
won't be surprised.
well, are you on social media with that place? I couldn't find it. So
Which one?
the coffee house, because I know it hasn't opened yet. If people are listening right now, it has not opened yet.
All right,
And
the coffee house. If you guys
do I just look up, because
No.
how do you spell coffee and bread in Cambodian?
KOFE, coffee,
Okay.
cafe. So if you guys want another location, if picture a bat signal. If you ever watch Batman, you see the bat signal.
You're doing something.
Yeah,
You're always
yeah.
up to something weird.
Got to, man. Gotta like go out there. So in the evening is when it stands out. You go downtown Conroe, right across from the courthouse where the Overnil's New Orleans Bakery is. That is our location. So if you go out there and you walk on the sidewalk, you'll see our little bat signal right there. Our logo will be shining, projected on the sidewalk. That's where our location is. The address, if you want to be exact, 330 North Main Street.
Yeah, it's right.
Right
It's
across.
right across from the courthouse, right where Vernil's Bakery was. It's north of the corner pub.
Yep.
And-
So here's another kicker too. So Vernil's, she's a great person. We're gonna be highlighting some of these local bakery also, because we're gonna bring in and showcase.
Oh, you're not gonna put your chef's hat on and bake every morning?
no.
Son, you
No,
look like one of
no.
those morning bread beaters.
So
That's what you look like.
no, I won't do
That's
that.
another.
but
Is that
I'll-
another account on OnlyFans? Is that another one?
Hey, you can find me on OnlyFans. Go there and look for Cafe Man.
Oh man, we're going all
No,
over the
don't
place
do
now.
that.
I like this.
I'm not on
I
there.
like where we're going.
No, I'm not on.
So you're
there.
going to be highlighting local. I wouldn't call them vendors, but like local food bakers.
Yes,
I
yes.
guess Vernil's makes some really good stuff.
Yes,
and then
yes, they do. We got D's Cookie Emporium. We
I've
might.
heard of Dee's Cookie.
Oh, man,
I think that's what.
her-
Is that
her-
what Keith was talking? No, that's different.
Maybe
That's
I don't.
That's the
No,
crawfish.
that's D's Cooking.
Oh,
That's
okay.
crawfish.
Sorry.
Yo, he got some good crawfish too.
Yeah, we had Keith. If people are like, "What the hell are y'all talking about?" They do crawfish every Sunday at Southern Star, and I was
Yeah.
like, "I didn't know."
Man, I gotta give a big shout out to Keith though. Keith, when we first started out, Taste the Asian.
Is he giving you bread?
He's not giving me.
Oh, he's
bread.
not. Keith is not giving you bread. Okay.
No.
Just
Why,
making
he got bread?
I don't know. You
No,
seem
no,
like
no.
you
I just wanted to give him a
you
shout
seem
out
like you're
because
search for bread.
no, we found bread. We
All
found
right, we
bread.
found bread.
Keith just definitely hooked us up with Southern Star when we first started Taste the
Oh yeah, they
Asian.
have great food truck selections there.
Yeah, so he gave us a shot. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I don't know, and gave us a shot, and I think from there,
I don't know what I like more though.
what?
Taste the Asian or Dragon Ball C.
Hey, it doesn't matter. You could pick and choose, but it's all in the family.
I know, but like it's funny because I've been in situations where I'm in line at Dragon Ball C and I go, man, I really want the Mama. I want like the
Yeah, no,
I want the because I forgot what it's called, the sampler pack. or I
sample
call it
platter.
the sample
Yeah,
platter.
yeah, you could.
Because it's my wife and always split, and it's
Yep.
perfect. And you get like the spicy noodles, and I was like, I kind of want that right now, but I can't get that right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how long's the walk over to where's Taste the Asian right now?
I don't know. We might have a surprise sometime this year too. We'll see.
Yeah, and then when I'm at Taste the Asian, I'm like, I could go for a noodle bowl and just eat that.
Hey, you're in the opposite side. Like you're at Taste the Asian, you're craving Dragon Ball. When you're at Dragon Ball, you're craving Taste the Asian. It's like, dude, make your mind up.
I
bro.
can't because I'm just like, oh, that looks good. But, I mean, I really could go for that, but that's the problems in my life.
And you're a spicy eater too.
Yeah,
You love spice.
I love the spice, man. Love it.
You remember when we did that spice competition?
I couldn't believe. Okay, so if people didn't know, once a year there's a spice. I guess it's not like a competition. It's more of like a celebration of spicy stuff.
Yeah.
And they host it at Southern Star, so they have hot sauce makers, they have honey makers, but everything's somewhat involved with spice. And then they have competitions throughout the day. And San did the first competition, which was spicy noodles.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, I'm definitely. What are the rules? And you said they had to eat like a plate, and I'm like, I can't eat a plate of noodles right now. Like I could probably do like a pepper or something, but not a plate.
Yeah.
So I after the competition, bring it to me, and he brought me the leftovers, and he just left them with me. And I'm talking, it was a plate. Oh, it had to have been like half a pound of noodles, like.
Dude, it's crazy. Like
And I
don't
ate
know.
3 bites of it, and I was like, I don't know how anyone's gonna be able to eat this without having something on the side.
Yo, it was crazy. It was funny. It was ridiculous. But I just don't understand, if you're a spice enthusiast and you know you can handle all this spice,
Yeah.
don't you think about your health? Like, man, what could it do?
Oh yeah.
Question.
Well, I think it's also something that like when I eat spicy stuff, I don't just sit there and go all the way to the point where I want to not eat anything. I'm like, oh, I like to have the spice with some other stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's not just the main course; it's just spice.
Man, I used to
And-
be able to take spice. You remember that one chip challenge?
Oh we did it. Yeah, we did the Soul Studio.
You had a little bit. Taylor had a little bit.
Taylor didn't have a little bit. Taylor was on the floor.
He was like,
He had
I
to
would
be
never do this again.
evacuated, life flighted from his wife. That was the funniest
I remember
thing.
that,
I was
yup.
like, oh, great.
Yeah, that one chip challenge.
I did
was
it
a joke.
again.
Did you really?
I did it again. I was with a buddy of mine, and he had one, and he's like, "Oh, I don't really want to do this." He ate like a corner of it, and I was like, "No, that's not how you do it. You got to take like, if you're gonna try it, you got to take a bite. You don't just put you don't have to put the whole chip in your mouth." So I took a bite of it, and it was terrible. And
The worst part about it when we did our one chip challenge back then was I'm so
is that
sorry.
you or is that me?
That was me.
That's crazy. What kind of vibrator do you have on your phone, dude?
The OnlyFans vibrator.
Yeah, Jesus. All right.
Okay,
Wait, so what was the worst part of that?
The
one
worst
chip
part
challenge?
was it was expired one chip challenge.
Oh, it was expired. That's right, because it tasted
Yeah.
like it was so funny. When you eat a chip, you expect it to break and crack all over your mouth.
Yep.
This one just tore like cardboard, like you're eating a piece of cardboard, and you're like. So I don't know if that made it worse because you got all the flavors constantly because you couldn't just swallow it.
I didn't want to tell them that it was expired because they was like, "Hey, it's up to you to find the next challenge." I was like, "Okay, I'm looking all over the place, all over the place." I went online, it was sold out. I went to the store, it was sold out.
Trying to kill us.
So I'm gonna tell you where I found it. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. I typed in one chip challenge.
See, I just
And the
never
guy had,
trust
like-
you.
Don't trust me. The guy had literally.
Because all the other stuff you brought in too. Like remember you brought that.
No, those were good. We made
Okay,
them.
okay.
But the one chip challenge, we bought 5 of them. And it was like 5 for like $25. But if you know, they're not like $5
They're
each.
usually
They're-
like I think they're usually $25 to $40.
I think so.
Standalone.
So I'm like, yo, that's a deal right there. Let me go grab this without looking at the expiration date. So
What'd you do with the rest of them?
I had one myself, me and my daughter at the house. And I was like, it was spicy, but we were able to take it. So we brought the rest to the show. And when Taylor was like, yo, it tastes expired. and I was in denial. I was like, no, it doesn't, man. You don't know what you're
Don't
talking
say
about.
that. Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that. We're on like we're on the
That's
radio
so
right now,
funny.
making me look stupid. But yes, we bought that one chip challenge on Facebook
It was bad.
Marketplace.
It was bad. You know what's funny is it wasn't even spicy in the mouth. It was like the feeling in the stomach was it literally turned it into cement mixer, and I was like, oh, this doesn't feel right. Like,
Oh, man.
because it wasn't even spicy. It was just like my stomach was not feeling good. But I go to that spice festival every year now, I enjoy it. My buddy Alan, I don't know if you've never met Alan. He's a bigger guy than me. We were sitting there. No one wanted to go into the pepper competition that year. And I think it was Was
it this year?
Yeah, it was
no,
this
last
year.
year.
It was
2022.
It was 2022, and I think it was like almost raining, not raining, so there weren't a lot of people at that time. And Alan's like, "I'll do it," and then I think some random dude did it. The random dude dropped after the first pepper, and I was
I
like,
think that's a jalapeno.
"Yeah." And then I was like, "My buddy just coasted, and he's not a spice food eater, but he champed it. He did the next two just to like do it."
Wait, after the pepper challenge, the pod challenge.
Yeah, so you remember the pepper challenge where they do like each pepper and you have to eat one and then they go to the next level? Yeah, he did the first level, and then when they got to the second level, the guy dropped out, and so he had to eat the second level to like win. So he ate the second level, and then he offered to do the third level because they were talking about peppers, and it was really short. This all happened within
wait. So it was only two?
Only two people in it.
Oh,
so it was really short.
Yeah.
It was a short competition. So he's like, "I'll eat the other one if you want me to eat." He's just like, "Oh, go for it." And then he won a bunch of cool swag, and I was like, "You did nothing for that. That's awesome."
Dude, that's so easy.
Because like year before,
it was a
your
lot.
daughter was in it,
and
there was like 10 other people.
Taylor encouraged her to do it, and I was like, "Taylor, don't encourage her to do it, dude. You don't know how bad it is."
I would never do that. I would never do that pepper. Now the food thing I could do, like the wing, I can do.
Oh, the wings is what I wanted to do.
But eating the actual pepper itself, that's where I'm like, because you never know what pepper you get. And it's either going to be it's going to be worse than eating wings. It could be like potentially even for your health. So I was like, no, never going to do that. With a wing, I can do because the chicken wings.
I know I got robbed from a chicken wing challenge. They said that you have to finish the wing. No meat on a bone.
That's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's like a pain in the butt.
But some people,
if you give me flats, that's possible. But if you give me drumstick, it's like
it was flat. But the thing is,
because flats you can see where the meat is, but I'm talking about drumstick. You don't really know if that meat or is that just extra fried, crispy skin, or you have no idea what it is.
I can't even take spice anymore. I remember my wife was cooking up some. Was she deep frying or sautéing? She was probably sautéing the Thai chili pepper to make it crispy.
Okay.
For our in-house hot sauce, it was just one pepper seed. Crack it open.
Oh yeah.
I was able to take Thai chili pepper like it's nothing. I took one. I walked over to the coffee shop that was around the corner, and on my way back, I was like, "Yo, this is not good." I was literally on the ground, on the bench, on that bench.
You were
right
about
there.
to be evacuated.
Yeah, I was like,
did you call Taylor?
Nope. Call my wife and say, "Yo, I can't make it there. I need you to help me. Oh,
man.
I was in so much pain. I was throwing up.
I don't know if you remember this. Where it was at the at the fire festival or whatever they call it, the hot sauce festival. They gave me the wings afterwards because the last challenge was the wings, and he's like, "All right, here you go. You can try it." I ate one bite and I threw them all in the trash can. I was like, "Nope, not doing that," because that's what I end up like you with my stomach. But that was from a seed or just from a bite?
That was just from one seed.
But you ate the seed.
Just one.
Why would you just eat a seed? Why wouldn't you just eat a bite of the pepper?
I don't know.
That's kind of random. Why would you grab the seed?
Crack it open.
Yeah, why would you just grab a seed?
I don't know why I did that. She was making it to us. So the Thai chili, the way she do it, she make into it like a snack also.
I can see eating the pepper.
Yeah.
And then you get that seed. And
I didn't want the whole thing.
So
I just want to see how spicy it is. What I mean? So I took one seed and put it on my tongue.
My buddy makes hot sauces, and he does. I forgot what this company's called. Sorry about that, Patrick. But he makes really good. And he tries different things all the times. Yeah, very local. Like it's down the street from where we all hang out at the bowling alley. Like
how hot?
His hottest one, he does a thing called the end of the season.
Okay.
So at the end of his pepper, like when he's done growing, he throws like his hottest peppers and tries to make the hottest that's just ridiculously hot for no good reason.
Okay.
And that was just like obnoxiously hot, so it didn't have any flavor. But he has some really good ones, and he makes a really good thing of crawfish dip, spicy.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, the creamy kind of. He makes a really good crawfish dip.
Ooh, I want to try that.
So,
I think we're gonna have crawfish this weekend.
Where at?
We had crawfish last week. No, we had crawfish at PR. At the fix at the table. His crawfish is really good.
What do you mean, the table at Medley?
Yeah, the fix.
Oh, is that one of the food trucks there?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Tasty Asian. I keep forgetting y'all are there.
Yeah.
I keep thinking y'all are mobile still. So you're not mobile.
We have two.
Oh my
We have
gosh.
two. We have a third one also, and the third one is a surprise. It's a different, whole different. It's not Tasty Asian.
I forget about Tasty Asian at Table of Many. Y'all need to check that out too.
Well, hold on. Before we go there.
Oh, now you're leaving?
Yeah, we are. This is our last month. We're leaving the table. This is our last month. April, we will be coming back home where we first started.
Over there on
At the
Lake
repair
Conroe?
shop. Yep,
Yeah.
Lake Conroe Automotive. We're gonna relaunch Friday at the shop, and try to bring that vibe back, the atmosphere that we started with. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start.
Because you
that
already
in
have
April.
food trucks there, don't you? Like right now, I saw one.
I have
that
a
looked-
coffee truck there.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yep. You like coffee? Go drink it. Oh, you know what?
I like black coffee.
Black coffee. Yeah, I'll make it for
Yeah.
you because I'm currently an apprentice there right now. If you ever see my artwork, I did some.
I love how
artwork.
you get inspired to do stuff, and then you're learning, and that's when they have a lot of respect for you, Son, because you are a mechanic. You've actually worked on my car before, and it's like the fact that you're willing to go in and learn the ins and outs of a business that you want to start. It's not like some people just go, "Hey, I got this cash. You want to start this up for me?" And you just run it, and I'll just come in and visit and look at my cool shop.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you want to learn how to do it. That way everyone you teach knows how to do it correctly. And plus, I feel like if I was an employee of yours, I would listen to you more because I know that you know what you're saying.
Or you might not like me.
Well, no, because there's some, especially down here where there's a lot of I call them hobbyists. Like they open businesses and it's just like, oh, it's because we're retired. Or it's like, that's kind of like what Lake Conroe is. You know, if you meet a lot of the owners, it's like they didn't work in the restaurant business for 40 years, and then they're like all of a sudden they get their own restaurant.
Where?
You know what I'm saying? That's not like that.
Oh, okay. I'm like, okay.
So a lot of people who are opening stuff, it's like, oh, it's just my dream to open, but I have no idea. I never worked in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Never bust tables, never served anybody, never was a bartender, and so you don't really understand how the business flows the day to day. And then when those bosses get mad at you, and you're like, oh, why am I listening to this guy? He's never waited a table in his life.
Yeah, you know what? I actually got called out. Somebody called me out for that. I'm not gonna say no name, but they was like, have you ever worked in a restaurant before? Do you even know how to, this and that? I was like, yo, what the heck? Honestly, you can say whatever you want to say about me, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna try to get all cocky or anything like that. You just think
That's only for OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's the only one for OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. I never worked in a restaurant before. That's okay. But yeah, when I started Lake Conroe Automotive, dude, the only thing I know how to do was change oil and change tire. My younger brother was the one that knew how to turn wrenches, okay? And I never wanted to turn wrenches because I didn't want to get dirty. So I work inside the front office and deal with customers and sell the job and whatever and whatnot. When he left, we had no mechanics. So we had to hire a mechanic. And when we hired a mechanic, we were desperate to just find anybody that know how to work on cars because we don't want to lose the business, turn away business because we don't know how to work on it. And when we hired a mechanic, we had people that stole from us. We had crackhead people. We had meth head people. We had
all mechanics are like
types
that.
of
Even
people.
you went through that phase. We know. All
I went
mechanics,
through that
all
phase.
the mechanics
I
are
went
like
through
that.
phase. So, you have no choice but to know your craft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're in a business, at least know something so you won't be dumb because people will take advantage of you. The people that stole from me, I wouldn't know he stole from me because I didn't understand Spanish. I had to set him up to know that he was stealing from me. I told one of my friends, yo, I need you to go in there, act dumb, you don't know me, and see if he's trying to take you to his house to work on your car in his backyard. And that's exactly what he did. And I was like, okay, caught you red-handed, bro. Microphone and everything. Is this you?
Oh, I love it.
Yep. Boom.
See, that's one thing a lot of people, if they don't know who Son is, you find him on social media. If you're on one of my favorite groups on Facebook is I Love Conroe.
I was going to say OnlyFans.
Oh no, that's not on Facebook, dude. That's another thing. Shout out to my wife Holly, and I love you, Holly. But there's a group called I Love Conroe, and you're on it occasionally, and that's how I think Facebook tells me what's going on in that group because you comment a lot, or you do stuff. And then the more I look at that group, the more I feel like I'm in like another world.
Yeah.
Because I'm convinced that half of everything that goes on Facebook are bots just because of this group. Because the stuff this group talks about. I'm like, this is a fake person. This cannot be a real person. And you know what I'm talking. Have you ever like actually looked at the group and went through all the posts and looked at them for fun?
You know what? It's weird how Facebook algorithm is.
No, I'm talking about you click on it and you actually spend your time looking.
No,
at
that's
the
the
group.
thing. It won't alert me. It will only alert me on certain things on I Love Conroe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I see you made a post or something. So I click on it, and I'm like, I wonder what else is going on I Love Conroe. So I go into the actual group page and just say sort by new, and I just go at just looking at all the stuff that's recently posted, because some of them are just weird, and it's.
Hey, I agree with you, but I'm gonna stay out of it. You know what I mean? Because
shout out to I Love Conroe, because that's gonna
real.
be. What I want to do is post on there saying we have a morning show. But I'm afraid that everyone on there is going to eat me alive because you don't know if they're robots.
You know what? It's okay. I think it's Elizabeth and Jason.
Or like the moderators or something.
They're the admin. They're the one that created it, man. Big shout out to them.
I mean, it's huge.
They're great people.
I kind of want to go on there and ask people for money.
Hey, I see a lot of that.
I know. I mean,
I see a lot of that. You know,
some of it's really creative. It's like, I ran out of breast milk, and I'm like, man, can't you just wait a couple seconds and you'll get some more? It's like, I need some money for powdered milk,
bro.
You know what I'm talking? I'm not kidding you.
I know.
Like, that's a legit post.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta hold your tongue, and I know how I am. I'm a big troll. You know what I mean? But then after that, my wife was like, hey, you can't just go on there and say what you want to say. You know what I mean? You know, people will say this about you.
Because people talk, because you own the businesses, and I see people talking trash about your businesses.
But the thing is, to me, I'm like this. Don't put me on a different standard or a higher standard. I'm still me from the day that I started. You know what I mean? The day that I moved here, I'm going to always be me.
Your food still sucks.
Exactly.
But I still go there.
I'm going to troll. I want to troll. I want to troll so badly on some of these posts. I was like,
that whole fiasco with rodeo chicken, I thought that was a big troll. All the posts about it, I was like, this can't be real. Why are people? What are they talking about? It takes 45. It took me 10 minutes. It took me 5 minutes. Like, there's no way food took 5 minutes to make. Like, even if it's McDonald's, like it's not. I was like, are people just lying their butts off about this place?
But man, I Love Conroe is definitely.
That's great. Get in. I mean,
it's definitely a great group, because if you can like get on there and you have the community,
you can learn a lot from it.
The community will back that business up. It help a business grow, or it can help a business be torn down.
I still haven't gone to rodeo chicken.
I have not yet either. I've been wanting to, but maybe
I didn't really care.
One of these days I will. Why not?
I don't know. If I'm gonna go spend money, I'm gonna go taste the Asian, or I'm gonna go.
Man, you know,
I'm a person of habit, creature of habit. And being here in Conroe Tower, I'm like, I'm only walking somewhere right now.
Yeah.
And I never find myself really driving past Wilson Road northbound. So I think that location's a little bit further northbound, because I just turn left to go bowling. That's the only place I really go to. So it's like, if it was on the way, I get it. But no, it's not on the way.
So if a hitman were ever to find you, it's so easy to find you.
Yeah. That's why I wear a bulletproof vest everywhere. Come on now. But no, I walk everywhere, and that's why I love having Dragon Bowl C there. And I can just walk over there, take my 30-minute break, and I can enjoy myself and walk around. And it's, you know, what I like about y'all's food is it's fresh and it's clean and it's fast.
Yeah.
And when I say fast, I don't mean like 5 minutes. I mean, you're not like, it's even if you're packed, you know you're going to get your food in 20 mininutes, 20, 25 minutes. If it's packed, like just all these people in there.
Yeah,
it's just noodles, right? It's just noodles and water.
No, I'm just saying this right now. So everybody, whoever's listening, hey, we do get extremely busy, and there's a lineup. The corner pub is nice enough for us.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
They allow us to use the seating area because it overflows over there. We don't want to like upset any of our customers when they come in from out of town and something. There's no place seating. Because sometimes they don't go back to how you started your journey. You let them know, like, hey, we're a small spot. Understand that we have limited seating.
Well, that's why you add the word boutique.
Is that?
So that's why they add word boutique to everything.
Dragon Bowl C
boutique location.
Boutique. Yeah, there you go.
Well, you just find some Cambodian word that's fancy and then just add to it.
Man, we had this one customer that left a review on Google and said, man, their seating looked like old Western. I was like, what the heck? Yo, are you that bougie to like not appreciate that their seating area next door?
I mean, honestly, because I've been around for a long time, and I've seen your location been several other businesses. And the one thing I always wondered why they never did is the corner pub never really created a corner pub entrance by the bathrooms. So if you're going from Dragon Ball C to the corner pub, there's no signage that
Yeah,
says you're now entering the corner pub. So it's just kind of that's why probably people get really confused.
But you know what?
But then
though?
again, it's like you're not a bar. So
Yeah.
they were like, why is there a bar here with all this liquor? This is like a speakeasy from Dragon Ball C.
It could be. I just appreciate the fact that we have more seating, and
I was wondering how that was going to work out because I like eating outside. But you
not in the summertime.
But that's what you could tell when families have 6 people or more because a lot of time you're with your wife and your brother and all stuff, and it just kind of stinks. Everyone has to sit apart from each other.
Yeah.
But now it's cool that you can go into the corner pub, and Ronnie's a person, and his daughter's a great person to work with because they've been around. They know.
They're really good people. If you guys have
Corner pub's my favorite bar here.
man, hey, if you guys got the opportunity to meet Rodney and Leanne, go get a chance to go shake their hand. They're really great people in the city, in the community, and everything. But back to like the meat and stuff community.
Yeah.
I love Conroe. I love Conroe, the community there. You can find all great things.
Oh yeah, I love it.
All great
It's
things.
positive, and then it's random. Like my favorite are the ones people complain about people riding their butts in the car. It's like this guy he was riding me all the way, and it's like a picture over the shoulder, and it's like I had to get a picture of him. And it's like this guy. If you see this guy,
There's a place where you can vent. You
oh, I
can
know, but it's just
trash
like
talk.
I know it's just
make people look bad. But yeah,
but it's never enough information to like track the person down. It's just like a random picture of a guy that's looking at the rearview mirror, picture of the rearview mirror of the shoulder, and the guy behind is like, this guy right here is riding my tail the entire way down 105 all the way to Chick-fil-A Montgomery. Like, if you see him, give him a honk or whatever. I'm like, what's going on here?
that is crazy.
It's hilarious.
It is
again.
crazy.
But I want to get on there and I want to create fake profiles and troll you.
Hey,
I'm like, have you been to Dragon Ball C? More like Dragon Ball Zero.
We already get that. Believe me, we already get that. All the review, majority of the reviews.
So you've been a restaurateur for a while. What would you say has the most impact on outsiders' perspective of your business when it comes to like a website or a resource, or what has the most impact?
As far as getting business,
Yeah, because I for example, say I've someone goes, hey, have you tried Dragon Ball C? You check it out, and I'm like, oh, let me look it up. Is it the Google reviews? Is it Yelp? Because people say Yelp all the time, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever really looked at Yelp. Like really,
my personal opinion is I think Yelp is garbage.
Well, it's almost like the tomato meter for movies. It's like I don't really look at that because it's not.
You have to pay for something also to be on there. I don't know. I always get a Yelp reviewer, a Yelp representative.
You mean you have to pay to have an account with Yelp?
I don't know what it is, but they always say, hey, for this much, we can put you here.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a business. There's
Yeah.
a business in that, but like, I think it's more the credibility. Because it's like if I look at a Yelp review, like, do I really care what people on Yelp say?
Yep.
But then if I go to Google reviews have a little bit more credibility.
I like Google review. I like authenticity. They go visit I think our Facebook page helps a lot. Our Facebook, our Instagram.
Well, Facebook's changed to the point where like the discussion side of a business page, no one sees up front. Mm-hmm. You have to search for the. You know what I'm talking about? Like if I put a post on Dragon Ball C. If I visit the page, another person, they don't see that. They have to go dig into they only see your posts.
Really?
Yeah, like it's weird because like if you want to see people having a discussion about it, you have to look for it. In the past, it used to be like a combination of everything, like the business owners' posts and the people.
So they cleaned it up.
So so like when you visit their like the Dragon Ball C, it'll just be your stuff, and there's a tab that says like discussion, and you click discussion. Yeah. Because I guess that's just hiding all the bots and the haters. Because that means someone can just spam 100% of the time. This place sucks. This place sucks, and that's all people say.
Keep on saying bots. I need to get on I Love Conroe and really see.
Well, it's just the way.
Bots.
So I'm always one of those conspiracy theorists when it comes to that kind of that stuff. Because some of the stuff they say on that is so wild, and especially the people who are asking for money for gas or, I can't feed my family or something like I have 2 broken legs. You're just like, this can't be real. Because I do know, like on TikTok, there's a lot of scam artists like that where they'll do like, oh, I have a baby, and they showed this poor baby. Have you seen that? I think it was like 2 months ago. They discovered this scam phenomenon where people were putting fake IVs in their arms, and it's like, I'm sick in the hospital, send me money, and they put a little like the Venmo stuff. And
I think that's just so petty. It was like,
oh, and they had like a picture of it of like the hallway that all these scammers are, and it's like in India or something.
that is crazy.
Because my wife goes, look at this, look where you put it on his vein. That's not even his vein. And I was,
What do they call that? When you're on the street asking for money, panhandlers or whatever.
well, they're like pretending to be in the hospital.
Yeah, and I think they upgraded.
Yeah.
And they got smart. It's like, I don't need to be on the street no more. I can just post it on social media and have money sent
And
to
they
my...
did. There's one I saw where like they had a dog, and they're like, it's raining outside, and like, oh, we're homeless, send us money on TikTok.
It'd be a good business to start.
I'm just saying.
It's a good business to start. I'm not saying I will start
Crazy.
one. You know what I mean?
So when I see that kind of stuff, and especially I see the Venmo, like anybody that's publicly saying, "Hey, send me some Venmo," like here's my Venmo me some money. I'm like, something's going on with this guy. like that's pretty crazy to put that out on blast. It's like, hey, if you want to send me some money, like one of the guys I bowl with, it was funny. Like it was his birthday, and he just goes, "Hey, it's my birthday. If you want to send me some money, here's my Venmo." And I was laughing when I saw that because I was like, I know him. And I was like, this guy's a character. And when I saw him at the bowl, and I was like, hey, did you get any money?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man, I got like $75. So people are going on the I Love Conroe, and they're like, oh yeah, I have this sob story. Da 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 da. Please send me money. Here's my Zelle or whatever.
Wow.
And yeah, man.
There's, I think, 50...
Because I'm going to start doing it for the morning show. Donate to the morning, because we're a legit nonprofit though, so it's kind of like,
Yeah, you guys.
I
I would
have
donate to I would donate to the radio station
Yeah,
for sure.
you can donate
So there's
to-
64,000
people on that stuff,
members.
man. Yes.
If you guys just donate $1 to Lone Star Community Radio, it would definitely help them out a lot. Just $1. That's $64,000.
Yeah, I want to buy a food truck so I control his food truck.
There you go. Hey, come on. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something with the food trucks too, man. There's so many food trucks popping up
mine's
now.
gonna be called Taste the Caucasian.
Don't take that. Trademark that right now. Trademark that.
And you go.
Taste the
what
Caucasian.
guys do you serve here? Like everything's plain. Like what do you mean plain cheeseburger, plain hot dog,
No flavor.
plain cheese pizza, like plain, no options, just plain.
Yo, that'd be a nice tro truck.
What's gonna be on your salad? Just leaves.
That's it.
That's it.
No dressing.
No
dressing. No dressing.
Just the leaves. What kind of leaves? Iceberg lettuce. That's the only thing you get is iceberg lettuce. And we have oatmeal. No flavored oatmeal. No, it's just oatmeal.
That's it. Hey, you don't use milk. You just use water.
Yeah. Taste the Caucasian.
Taste the tro truck.
Yeah, I love it.
The tro truck.
But there are a lot of food trucks, man. That's one thing I love. And like Moco Food Hall. And then I found one of my buddies has a food truck called the Burger Cabin at Yum Food Park in Willis.
Okay.
And he's going to come on at the end of the month. I try to get him in. It's new. It's newer. And so I'm going to check that out. And there's food truck parks everywhere, which is interesting to me because I don't really know. Because I know Conroe, the city of Conroe had a little, I don't know what to call it, like issues because of the old laws they had and they needed to update. Yeah, like they just had rules and it wasn't really good for progress in a sense. But especially for downtown Conroe, because the Conroe downtown has been around for so long, you need to inject these kind of ideas just to kind of get it over its hump and get people back down here. Because when there's only like one day a week when people are down here a lot, like on Saturday, that's great. But like, how do we make people get down here 4 days a week, 5 days a week? And now people are, because of just how many great venues we're having available to the public, and it's not just law offices and antique stores.
It used to be
Mimi's. Mimi's. It's your fault, Mimi's. Ooh. I'm just kidding. I love Mimi's.
You sure?
Yeah, I do. Because my mom, every time she comes down here, we're gonna go to Mimi's. Like she has to go to Mimi's. It's really like I hate it because I hate going to dinner. And it's like, oh, well, before we go, we're going to go to Mimi's real quick. I'm like, can we just eat? Can we just eat?
I appreciate those antique stores. Like, you can definitely find some cool stuff.
Well, yeah, the record store right here at the, what is that antique store called? Like, that's literally down Thompson. I always forget. Mr. Canada operates it.
Oh, you talking about that big one?
But this is just called Antique?
I don't know.
It's 2 stories?
It is. Hey.
That place is tight.
My daughter was in there like last week, all of them, and they said that it was haunted.
I'll believe it.
And I wouldn't doubt it.
So when they first started having records there, like actual 45s.
Was it playing?
Well, they put them in this like closet that clearly they were like, we have all these records, where do we put them? But we have all this other stuff. So somehow they're like, oh, we got this closet we haven't really used ever. And you go down this tiny hallway, tiny closets, and it's like, I mean, it gets to the point where the roof is like you're sitting there like this, looking at records because you're going down this weird closet, and I was like, this is spooky because no one knows we're in here. Like anything can happen in this room.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's on the second floor, and you go up there, you'll see like a records, and there'll be a door, and you go in the door, and there's a room, and then all of a sudden there's more rooms. You're like, oh, what's down here? What's down here? What's down here? And all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm in this room that no one, I could scream and no one would know.
Wow.
So
I'm gonna tell you, I always try not to be like a little scary cat. You know what I mean?
well, you're a big scaredy cat.
I am.
know.
Like last night, I was leaving the coffee shop, and there's no switches in the front by the front exit door, like in the front door, so I have to turn all the lights off in the back. And I swear to God, I hate it when it. I think in the back of my mind, I was like, man, dude, if I hear a noise back there, like,
Oh, you're done. At least you're not leaving the back alleyway back there. Have you been back there at night?
No, I feel safer back there than I do walking across to the front door. For real.
Really?
Yes. Because there's light outside. But it's just that the thought in the back of my head, because I be hearing stuff too. And I tell my neighbors next door, it's like, yo, is there like an upstairs? Because I would literally hear somebody walking in the prep
it's probably
area.
a giant raccoon.
No.
No.
I stuck my head up there. There's
Probably a
nobody.
homeless dude. Or
I
homeless
thought it was a
lady.
homeless dude,
We don't
but it's not.
discriminate.
It's not. So I was standing in the hallway. I was like, yo, make that noise again. All of a sudden you hear footstep. I'm like, what is going
I
on?
love it.
Dude, I was scared. I will be honest, I was scared. So I don't know why I said
What
that.
do you have to defend yourself in that moment? Do you
run?
Uh-huh.
Run. That's all I can do is run.
That's fair.
Run. But to any of my future team members, you know what I mean? Disregard what I said. If you're scared, you know, it's a safe environment to work in.
Oh, you call them team members now?
Yeah,
not,
team members.
not employees.
Not slaves.
Yeah, not.
No, we're team members. You know, I don't want to say employees because I feel like, you know, we're there to build each other up.
Yeah, but legally they're called employees, like written in. According to the state of Texas,
They
they're
are
called
employees.
You're just trying to make it nice.
Hey,
Which is great. It's more of an attitude. I'm just giving you a hard time. The world's different today, so you gotta treat people differently. So it's,
You definitely do. You definitely
I'm
do.
just kidding.
No, you do. You gotta treat people differently.
That's a cheat,
Oh, cheap.
not treat. Cheat.
Oh.
Like I'm just.
Man, this guy.
I got him to agree to. I'll just take that one little snippet, and like, yeah, dude, yeah, you gotta cheat people, yeah.
Yeah. Yo, he's gonna go back into the radio show and just edit everything I say, everything, and make me look like a bad guy. Yeah, that's okay.
I'm just kidding with you, man. But no, that's one thing actually I do appreciate about the downtown area is just when you're like, for example, I go to Dragon Bowl C, I'll see employees from all the other restaurants. Or sorry, team members, if that's the correct way.
Team members.
They'll come over there and eat there, or vice versa. You'll be over at Red Brick, and you might see somebody from Pacific Yard House, and I don't know if the owners or you guys are okay with that, but I like seeing like the corner pub. We'll see a bunch of people who work at other restaurants come over there and have like the beer after work.
Yep.
Because who wants to drink at work? I mean, besides me.
You know what? No, that's normal because I don't like to eat the stuff that's at the restaurant. I really don't. And
because all you eat is like leaves and workout stuff. Protein bars.
I like pizza, so I like going to Moco Food Hall and grabbing the pizza there.
That pizza's pretty good.
Yep. And I love the ice cream. They call it what do they call that?
Oh, is it the Italian one?
What is
That's sorbet. Is it sorbet?
It is sorbet. I think it's sorbet.
Okay.
We might be saying it wrong, but sorbet from Rick. My man, every Saturday my daughter has to go there. Last week we went there twice just for mango sorbet.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's the Italian ice cream they have there. It's like softer.
It's good. It's really, really good. Love it there. I love how.
When are they going to start kicking other places out and then getting new places in there?
What do you mean?
I always felt like that
With
was
the food hall?
Yeah, I always thought that was like the idea is like every 6 months they get new ones.
That's not even enough time to establish or build your business.
Oh, I have no idea. I thought that's what I just assumed, but maybe I'm completely wrong. Because you're leaving Table at Maidley.
I am,
and you were there for how long?
A year. Hey, a year. You were the only one, man, that's been there a year.
Oh, the other ones have. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the other ones have
Yeah,
left.
we've been there a year. You know, we dedicated a year.
Is that a
and,
bad sign about that place?
No, it's not a bad sign.
I
at
get
all.
why you're leaving because y'all have a location secured at the Conroe Automotive.
Yeah.
So that's secured.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't like to leave if they don't already have a place to go.
yeah,
So I understand why you're leaving. But
yeah. We're just gonna go back home, man. I feel like it's better that way. Home Friday at the shop. Do what we used to do.
because you guys used to be everywhere. Like y'all were in my parents' neighborhood. That shocked me when I saw that. I was like, oh, cool.
Yep.
So I went over to my parents' neighborhood. I was like, picked up my mother, and we went. And I go, you need to try this place.
We had a hard time because we had not enough team members. You know, now that we are able to get more, we can be more spread out. When we were at the table, we had to put doing events, visiting neighborhood.
Well, yeah,
on
that's
hold.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying because it was a permanent location,
Yeah.
almost in a sense. And you know, I think about this as as the food truck business. Is it more? It's probably more entertaining to go to places.
Yeah.
But one thing that like I can see happening being at like on location is your business flow is different than going on location because on location you have a good chance of being slammed for the 4 hours you're there. But then when you're on location for permanent, it's like, oh, we might be busy on a Tuesday but not busy on a Wednesday.
Yeah. I would say anybody that's getting into the food truck business, if you're looking to find a permanent position, do your homework first, like what are the pros and the cons of being parked, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't just park there and expect business to come.
No,
Because
that's
honestly,
never
you
gonna
gotta,
happen.
yeah, you got to create your
And
following, your audience
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Then
And if you're mobile, it's a lot easier to sell your drugs.
exactly.
Yeah.
You can do a lot more things. Sell drugs.
Yeah, you can sell your drugs out of your food truck. I'm kidding.
Nah. Can we even say drugs?
Yeah, you can. You
You already said OnlyFans. So
yeah, but that's just I'm playing, guys. Don't look that up if you're under a certain age. But but yeah, no, I think of being mobile, you expect the flow coming in because you guys were down here, you guys were over,
We're all over the place.
all over the place, and you could tell people were following. They would. It's almost like the drive is the excitement part to go find you.
yes.
And it's part of the discovery of where you are.
Yep.
Because Deacon Baldy's is a neat place, but then it's like, especially at Taylor Medley, like that's a cool place if there's something going on, but not the food trucks is going on. They have an event going on.
Mm-hmm.
The food trucks are just a plus.
Yes.
But most people who like food trucks, they go see the food truck because that's the part of the event
Yep.
to go to the food truck, and then they kind of evaluate what's going on around it.
It's definitely a great atmosphere, though. Everything about it at the table was nice. The drinks, the
Everything,
inside,
yeah. My wife loves that place.
The stage, the place for kids. It's a beautiful place. You know what I mean? I'm glad that it's something like that here in downtown Conroe. This weekend, right? Isn't there like an art festival or something?
That's the 18th.
Is it the 18th? That's what I thought.
You're talking about the Greater Conroe Alliance
Yeah.
Festival? That's next weekend.
So what is being closed off this
Right
weekend?
now, it's Texas Young Artists. It's the competition for Texas Young Artists. It's like the violin, the cello, the piano people.
Is it going to be on a street?
Well, they do a fundraiser barbecue in Beethoven, which I'll be going to.
Where is it at?
It's in front of the Crichton. So so all weekend the Crichton hosts the competition and the scholar, like these kids travel all around from Texas to compete in different classical music stages, and then they can win scholarships to school.
I appreciate that information because I didn't know.
You're probably really confused, like why do these people have cellos on their back? I mean, it happens all the time.
Indoor, outdoor.
The competition itself is on the Crichton stage.
Ticket.
I think I think for the competition, it's free maybe during the day. Like right now, you could go over there and maybe get in and just watch the competition. But then I know like tomorrow is like a paid donation. Like you donated X amount of dollars, and then you get to go have barbecue with a bunch of people who support the arts, and then you go watch like the best of the best performances.
Be something great to do this weekend. What else we got going on this weekend?
This weekend, it's funny is they have an itinerary in the elevator in Conroe Tower, and I was looking at that, and I don't remember any of it. I was like, "There's a lot going on," but I don't remember one thing. I know Comic Conroe is this weekend, but I haven't really I haven't really heard anything
Are you
about
going out
it.
there?
No, I'm not. I'm doing the Beethoven and barbecue. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to that thing.
Barbecue.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to that. We went last year. It was a lot of fun with my wife and I, and they had like a live band. It was like a kind of a honky tonk band. But then when we were going in to watch classical, I was like, I'd rather go to the corner pub. And I think that's what
you said last year.
Yeah, we went last year.
I think I think I remember that.
Yeah, because I was like, it's a weird thing. I was like, I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, this is such a beautiful night outside. I want to just hang out. Like, let's just go do something. Because the problem every time I go see classical music is either A, I fall asleep because it's so peaceful and nice, or B, I get really antsy and it's like, I don't want to be here. Like, this is not a vibe I want to do right now. I want to especially that night we had the honky tonk guy. I was like, this is great music. Let's have some fun. And then we're like, oh, everyone come here and be quiet for 2 hours and clap every 30 minutes for a performance. I'm like, oh man, that's like my grandfather's thing. Not
Is
my
it like
thing.
a classical music for a massage?
No, it's just, I mean, they're all young, man. They're all like 16 to 21, I think. So it's just, they're playing all the greats because they don't create the music. They're just playing like Beethoven or they're playing, Johann and all that stuff, which I dig. I think that's important to have, but it's like, there's different vibes, especially after having barbecue and honky tonk music. You're like, I don't want to go in and just sweat out my brisket. So I'm like, let's stay out here. Let's have fun.
Who's cooking barbecue?
I don't know. They usually have a local guy do it, and it's the more I learn about it, the more it's a great thing going on especially for the state, because everyone who lives in the state of Texas can participate. So it's not just Conroe.
That's huge.
And imagine you're some violin player in El Paso, and you're just like, no one knows me, but if I go to this competition, I can get some money and go to school.
Wow.
So
That's interesting.
So if you're walking around downtown all week or the weekend, you're gonna see my favorite are like the little kids because they had like the cellos on their back and like no one's helping them. They're like just
That's where you come in. You help that little kid out.
I laugh.
Man, heartless.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm glad downtown Conroe has these high curbs.
You know
Look
what?
at this kid try to get down this high curb.
That high curve is dangerous.
Oh, I know.
You know, I had a friend broke an ankle.
Yeah, I had one of the old studio people would fall all the time, and I'd laugh. And I'm just kidding. We'd help them. But my favorite, I'd laugh when people would hit it.
I
in
know.
the car.
I know you see it all the time because the radio station.
Yeah, it
used
was
to be
right there, and like
Yeah.
people would just crush their bumpers, man, just crush it. And I was like, ooh, that was a bad one.
Is there a reason why it's that high?
I think it was just city ordinance. I think it was probably, if I had to guess, and this is not true, like if I had to guess, I think the drainage when the city was built was not very good, so they built everything higher. A little bit higher, or it's probably some rule where they wanted to keep Texas, where when you take your horses up, you had to have a certain thing because you didn't want horses to like walk into the stores, so they built them a little higher where you can. I mean, I don't really know. I'm making that up. That just seemed.
It could be plausible.
It could be. It
Yeah,
could
I'm
be. Because it's everywhere downtown. Almost everywhere. Like the courthouse building is not like that. If you look at the courthouse building curb, it's not.
How old is the courthouse?
Well, it's not as old as those buildings.
Really?
So, well, that's what I'm saying. Like those buildings, those particular buildings of the high curbs, they've been here for a while. Like the foundation has been here for a while. So that's why I'm guessing is because either A, horses, or B, is like the flooding got so bad they're like, hey, just raise it. So that way we don't want to improve the drainage. We'll just raise the stuff. So
I heard we'll just raise the racist stuff.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh. But it's what's interesting that I've noticed, and you might know more information about it over there in the downtown area, is they're building all like I guess where homestead housing is. Mm-hmm. Are they building a new building there, or because I see this giant poster and it says Lindsay's Development.
There's 3 locations like that.
And they're building a whole new building.
Yeah, well, the one next to us, yes, and the one next to Moco, yes. The Lindsay, the homestead one, I think they're building onto it.
Okay,
I could be wrong, but the one that is
so what are they doing there?
Shoot, retail and I think living quarters on top. That would be amazing.
I would hate to live down here.
If anybody that don't really come to
It'd be great.
downtown Conroe, come to downtown Conroe and look at that big poster board. And
That's what I'm saying. There's a big poster. I was like, and I
just
didn't.
you can picture it.
Well, I couldn't because I was like, there's the homestead housings right there. So are they destroying that?
Is that the only one you've seen?
Well, I saw the one next to Dragon Ball C, and
That
I
one's
get
beautiful.
that because they cleared the land. So I was
Yes.
like, oh, that's cool. And then the one over where Moko is, I was like, oh, I get that because whatever.
I think that's the one where a florist is coming back in that
Yeah.
location,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be awesome.
I didn't really like that place, so I'm not really excited. $7 for an orange juice? Get out of here.
I have never had orange juice there. But I did have a cup of water, and it was free.
I'm one of the pickiest people when it comes to like going places, and like my wife hates it because she's like, because what usually happens when we go somewhere, I already know what I want. So I'm like, I get there, I'm like, I want this, this, this. She's like, we're not gonna get drinks, we're not gonna get appetizers. No, I'm ordering.
You don't want to try. You don't try new things, do you?
What like?
If you go to a restaurant, you get the same thing on the menu. You don't want to try anything new.
Well, I find out what I like at that restaurant. So if
Okay.
it's a brand new restaurant, I usually kind of see what I go like, hey, what's the best thing I'll do here? But a lot of times when you ask that question, like, oh, it's these $90 steaks. I'm like, I'm not gonna order a $90
No.
steak. And so I always get like, to answer your question, yeah, I just get, if I get that option, I'm like, just give me the fajitas or just give me, that kind of thing,
The fajitas. I see.
or tacos,
Tacos.
Like
What do
the
you
main-
like?
I
What do you
like
like?
street
What is your
tacos.
favorite food?
Mexican food, also or all types of Mexican food, love it.
What is your favorite Mexican restaurant here?
Angie's
And how
or
do you-
Mr. Taco over there on 105 towards the lake, like.
So I hear a lot of people talk about Mr. Taco and out of Conroe, and I have never been out there.
It's good, man.
Why is it good?
Well, they have a plate there that it's everything I love, and I think it's called the
Sampler platter?
No, well, no, it's good though. It's like mariachi taco or margarita taco plate, and basically what it is, it's all mini tacos. You get 5 of them with avocado, cheese, and you get to choose what kind of like meat. So you can get any meat you want. You can get tripe. You can get
They
Pork.
have tripe taco.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I've had a tripe there.
Interesting. You know
But,
what?
like,
I'm gonna
I
make it a
love that.
visit.
Well, I like that because when I go, I'm like, what do I feel like today? Oh, I'll just do all pork, or I'll do beef, or I'll do barbacoa, or I'll do, and I can mix and match. I can get like 2 barbacoa, 2 this, and I love avocados. Avocados is probably my favorite food, and I like mini tacos, and I like options, and so that's why I like that place.
Mr. Taco. I think that'll be a place where we go tonight with the family.
That's good, man. They have really good margaritas there. My wife likes. We have a whole system there. That's why I like that place. And they just opened another room. Like they expanded it to be bigger, which I was surprised.
105. Is that by like in the same?
Do you know where? I'm trying to think of like.
Is that by the steakhouse?
I think it is. To
Like
be
in a
honest, like
same shopping
Italian
center?
Yeah, yeah.
No, like is it Rex Steakhouse?
Yeah,
or-
I think it's. I want to say it is because I know it's next door to a liquor store and a furniture store, and then
If you're going west on 105, is it on the left side or right side?
left side if you're heading west. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's on the right side if you're heading west.
Okay,
Across from like a bunch of churches and stuff like that.
I need to go check that spot out.
It's cool. I really like that place. And then Angie's is probably my top favorite though,
Okay, Angie's. Why?
because it's just so good. They're like homemade flour tortillas are like the best tortillas in the area. And then
You don't think that every other place make homemade?
not as
tortillas?
good as theirs.
You ever had menudo?
Menudo? What's that?
It's like a soup. It's a traditional soup from them. It has tripe.
From Angie's?
From
in-
certain Mexican restaurants.
Oh,
sell-
okay.
I think Angie sells it. I think she's put pig feet in it too.
I'll try it.
Yeah, it's spicy. It is. Yeah.
Oh, they have such good spices. At Mr. Taco, I call it the black tar, and I think it's just it's one of their. I forgot. I think what kind of pepper it was. It might be habanero, but it's like burnt habanero, and they burn it, and then they smush it up, and it's basically just it looks like black tar.
It's a paste.
It's like a paste, but then the oil rises above it if you let it sit. So you got to mix it. Oh man, that stuff's crazy. Talk about cleaning you out. Not cleans you out.
Dang.
It's great. And their other sauces are really good there too. But yeah, I like that. Those are my Mexican restaurants here. But then downtown Conroe, I usually do your place, occasionally Red Brick, just because it's right there.
Yep.
And then I go to it's funny. I stopped going to Moku Food Hall just because every time I go there's something, it's closed, and I got so frustrated with me not paying attention to when it's open or not. I'm like, I don't want to come down here because it's like every time I come here, it's either one place is closed, one place is open, and then I was like, screw it. I'm just.
What's your top 5 restaurant in Conroe area? You can go as far as towards the lake. Don't go towards Montgomery. Just the lake.
Okay, in Conroe.
In Conroe. And I've seen.
I like
post
Best
too.
in Town, number 1.
Yeah, I love
Best in
their
Town.
crawfish.
It's the best place ever. Best date night. Best, friend. Like friends go, hey, you want to go out? I'm like, yeah, let's go there.
I love everything about Best in Town. Seriously,
love
you
it.
go in there.
Number 1.
You go in there. You feel like you're at home.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
100%. I remember the first time, second time, we're on a date, and I look over to my left, and there's two dogs doing it, and I go, Holly, this is so romantic. Look at this. It's just.
You'd be like, baby, we should go home and do the same
we're
thing.
We're watching Lady and the Tramp. We're like, let's eat a crawfish together. It's like we're such a romantic night, and. But that's definitely number 1 in the area. Number 2 would probably be Angie's, and then Mr. Taco, and then number 3, downtown, Dragon Ball C, for sure, downtown, and then for 2 reasons. 1, I can go there, pick it up really fast, eat it anywhere. It's the best take home.
Yeah.
And then number 2, you can go there and eat outside and enjoy if it's a nice day and it's not. And then let's see, where else would I go? If I'm not in downtown, I got the lakeside. I like, surprisingly, 242 in Willis is not bad.
You talking about Bar and Grill?
Yeah, like their wings, they do a double fried wing, and it's pretty dang good. And then, because usually when we go there, we'll do like a mix of crawfish and wings, and we split it, my wife and I. And so I would say that place is pretty dang good. They have good variety. It's bar food, so it's not.
I just said
not
Conroe. You said Willis.
I know. I just realized that. Man, what else is there? I mean, trying to touch different food groups. Mm-hmm. Actually, I went to Shogun's.
To which one?
On the one with old IHOP on the lake.
On the lake, okay.
That was not bad. I'm not a sushi person, and I'm not what do you call that? Hibachi?
Hibachi.
Is it considered an hibachi restaurant?
Where they cook in front of you?
Yeah, but if you're not eating at that area.
No, it's Japanese food.
Okay, because someone
Japanese
goes, my buddy's like, hey, it's the hibachi restaurant. I'm like, what does that mean? Does it mean the whole area is hibachi, or they have that option?
They have that option.
And then he's like, oh, they have sushi too. Because Wild Ginger was pretty adequate.
Is it still there?
No, it's gone. I don't know what's there now.
So from what I heard, is that Benihana is going in there.
Okay.
If it's true, and if you guys are listening, can you confirm if it's Benihana that's going in?
Well, what's Benihana's?
Benihana is another Japanese hibachi.
Okay, so it's Japanese and hibachi. So just like Shogun's.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, but it's pretty good. I liked it. It was fairly priced. That's one thing I like. That's why I like Wild Ginger, because I've been to sushi places where I'm like, I don't even want to eat here because it's going to cost me $90 just to get full, and I'm like, I don't.
Have you been to Chi yet? And that's in Conroe.
What's Chi?
Chi Sushi?
No, dude.
It's right by the bowling alley. Bolero. Right next door.
That's Woodlands, dude.
What is it?
That's the Woodlands.
Is it the Woodlands?
That's the Woodlands. Yeah.
It's on the opposite side.
It's
Still in the Woodlands?
Yeah.
Okay, Chi in the Woodlands.
Is it
All you
good?
can eat sushi, no matter what. This is whatever you want. Soup, ice cream, anything.
Is it like China Border?
$25.
Dang.
Yep. You and your wife, $50.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's interesting because my wife and I are a team. And when if she's not going to be on my team, order different food. I already know what I want. I'm like, so I'm ordering it. I'm ready to go. She gets so mad at me because I'm like, can I get the check right when we order? I'm like, can I get the check too, please? And she's like, why do you do that? I was like, because I'll pay cash for our drinks if we want more drinks, but it's like, I'm not. Sometimes the waiters lose you after they deliver the food.
I don't know.
So
great experience every single time we go to Chi, but I think that you and your wife need to try it. Great food.
It's called Che, like CHE.
Chi.
Chi with
Like
the
Tai Chi.
Oh, okay,
CHI.
CHI. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's one word. That's it.
Chi.
Okay.
Just Chi.
Yeah, she loves that kind of stuff. I'm more of a creature of habit, so I'll just go to the same places every day. I could go to Mr. Taco and get the 5 street tacos every time.
if my daughter's listening, hey, you heard where you need to step your game up because he didn't even bring you up at all.
Well, Dragon Ball. I thought you were asking like where I go.
Yeah, like what's your you said you taste the Asian.
Oh, I'll take people to Taste the Asian.
No, forget it. All I know is, babe.
I've taken people there.
I literally told my daughter needs to step her game up, girl. You need to step your game up. That's it.
I've already said that I like getting the sampler platter with my wife. I call it. It's probably not even called the sampler platter. I don't because it comes with a noodle choice. And it comes with all the greats y'all have.
Yeah.
All the different types of egg rolls and stuff. And so it's just a perfect combination of like getting the taste of everything y'all have to offer.
Talking about egg roll, we have a new egg roll.
Do y'all do y'all have like a sandwich now?
Not yet.
I saw a picture and I was like,
we have a couple things that we're going to release soon. And you guys are going to like it. The first one is the smoked pulled pork egg roll.
yeah, of course. I already like it.
Yep, that one. And then I think the Love Potion, a boba tea that we created that was only supposed to be for February, but we say, you know what, this is such a big hit, we're just going to keep it on the menu.
So you can make boba tea in the trailer? Or are you talking about Dragon Ball C?
In Dragon Ball C.
Okay.
And then
so you're not talking about your daughter's place?
No, not at all. Forget her. She needs to step her game up. You can have her on your own time.
Yeah, that's true. No, I like that. I would suggest everyone following them. That's Taste the Asian to see where they're going to be next month because it's worth the drive wherever they go and hang out.
Well, we're gonna be local. We're not gonna go leave Montgomery County at all. We're gonna probably go back to your father's neighborhood here. So
yeah,
he lives in
Crown Oaks.
Crown Oaks, and that's next to Bender's Landing.
I have no idea. You're asking the wrong person.
Bender's Landing asks us to go back out there, but yeah, we're gonna go back out there.
Have you been to the Cowboy Taco food truck, or is it called Cowboy Taco?
On 2854.
Yeah.
Yes. I've been there. We've been there
once, and it keeps growing in a sense of the place. Like I remember going there, it was just the truck, and then I remember going, and it was like a truck and a fence, and now it's like a trunk, or the truck, the fence, a building, all these like random things going on around it. I'm like,
any cows and
I don't know. I'm waiting for it.
The next time you go, you see cows, livestock, everything.
Yeah. It's like, you want a chicken sandwich? Give us 45 minutes.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Next time you go, you got a rodeo going on, everything.
Yeah. But those are my top 5. I would say like my go-to places.
Mine would be, man, I really.
He's not even gonna say his daughter's place either.
No. I really like right now. 202 has to be on the list. When you say chicken wings, that's the only thing I order from 202 is their chicken wing.
The only thing I would say 202 needs to do is on their menu, they need to tell you exactly what you get.
I think they do.
I don't.
They don't?
No.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Meaning, like, if you get, like, the chicken sandwich or if you get tacos, or, like, is there a side? I couldn't, like, there's nowhere to tell you if you get a side or not. And you do get a side on certain items, and on some items you don't. Like, I think on the tacos you don't. But on the chicken sandwich, you get fries automatically. And so it's kind of one of those. That's
the one thing I like about their.
But the food's so good there.
The food is good. Like when they put up a new burger or some blueberry hamburger, I went there with Taylor and I was like, "Yo, I need to get this," and it was so good. I don't usually eat burgers.
Burgers are so good. I love.
I usually don't eat.
And I didn't even say a burger place. Did you notice that?
You did not say you did.
And that's my favorite food.
What do you order at Red Brick?
Red Brick at the Tejano burger.
What?
Tejano.
What is that?
It's like avocado,
salsa.
It's like,
okay. Tejano.
Yeah.
Burger. Okay.
I'm gonna try the Tejano beer when I go to Southern Star next weekend. They have a spicy chocolate stout. They call it Tejano.
Man, I try stout beer. That's not my thing.
I'm gonna try it. It's spicy hot chocolate, so I'm gonna try it. I try everything.
Their birthday is next week.
That's what. Yeah, we had Keith in on Monday and to talk about that. So that was tight. I'm definitely gonna go check that out. But yeah, have you had like Burger Fresh and all those other typical burger places around here?
I have had Burger Boy.
Yeah, Burger Boy.
Is it Burger Boy?
Yeah, Burger Boy.
I love Burger Boy.
I love their specials because they change them all the time. So you go in there like, I wonder what's today's special, and then it's like, I'm gonna get that. That sounds crazy.
No, I just go in and get a cheeseburger.
Oh, they have like a thing that's like it's just the special.
Dude, I don't ever pay attention when I go in there. I was like, usually I don't go in there. I just order ahead of time. Just pick up. That's it.
I go in there because the people in there are crazy.
Dude.
People watch all day.
Talking about crazy people, I got my bike stolen.
Which bike?
The bike that was
The motorbike or the?
Nope, my Cannondale bike. It was parked at the table behind our food truck, and of course they got surveillance, and we seen who did it. If you did it, please return the bike, please. There will be a reward for you.
That's my fist.
I wasn't gonna say that, but just.
Would you lock it or did you just?
No, it just
That's
like,
why
it
I got
was
stolen.
right by the food truck, and it was gated already. And I was like, how can somebody just do that? And it was the day of the Texans parade. Yep.
I mean, people are pieces of stupid stuff.
All black Cannondale bike, all blacked out. So
Well, how did he see it? That's what I want to know. If it was behind like a gate, because I know what you're talking about. I know the
behind
area
a
you're
gate.
talking about.
Yeah, it was behind a gate. The parking lot they have there. There's a gate you can see. You can see a bike right there where our food truck is. So he went in there. He looked
Lock
around.
your stuff up, dude.
Man,
Put an air tag in it.
You know what?
I don't know. I thought you were talking about your motorbike, and I was like, that stinks.
I don't even ride that bike anymore.
Why not? It was
Just
great.
don't. I just I go through that phase where like I need to learn how to ride a bike, and I got a bike. I learned how to ride
And
a
you
bike.
didn't want to learn how to ride it.
Then no, I know how to ride. I just got bored of it. I get bored of things pretty quick, and if I want to learn something, I go learn it. If it doesn't interest me anymore, then I just let it go.
Fair enough.
Yep.
That's why you're starting a coffee shop,
That
because
is-
you're bored of Dragon Ball C already. He's bored.
Sad to say, I
I'm
am
just
not
kidding.
bored.
I'm just kidding.
No.
You're always busy, man. You're always busy.
No, I want my wife to. My wife take control of that. Takes the Asian, my daughter, and then this one, hopefully, my other daughter.
Look, you're building like a family empire.
That's the whole plan, is to build the Cheng dynasty. That's the truth, man.
I think there's actually legit a Cheng dynasty.
It is.
I think there is. one.
And big shout out to my friend Zach. Zach. He's building his empire.
Galindo's?
Yeah.
What's his next thing?
The
He does
Galindo
haircuts.
Empire.
He does haircuts and he
Building
does
his empire coffee shop. He has multiple location for the barbershop.
Yeah.
And just seeing your friend grow. You just want to be able to grow also, knowing that I need to keep up with him. It's not a competition. It's just being able to, like, you know what? Hey, bro, I'm doing this. You're doing that. We continue to grow. Even though we don't talk much to each other, but to see his progress online, it drives something in me to keep going. That's it.
Yeah.
And Taylor's doing
And
very well too.
You know what's funny is you don't look to me for that kind of stuff at all.
What do you mean?
To get inspired. It didn't help. You
Wow,
look at me.
I'm just a loser.
You look at me and you're like, I don't want to be a loser like Dick over there.
Nah, I'm not at all, bro. I'm so laid back. Like, I don't care who you are. I'm like the
I'm
most.
just giving a hard time. I'm giving a hard time.
I'm a big jerk.
No, I like it. I think it's. I've known you for a long time. I feel like.
Yeah.
So are you and Taylor's gonna be on Monday.
Taylor, yep. Taylor's
I have a
doing.
full day Monday.
Are you doing the ice bath?
I will do that. Hell yeah. I'll do
Taylor's
that.
doing big things, man. I haven't got a chance to do the ice bath and the sauna.
Yeah, you go hot and
Ice,
cold or
yeah.
cold and hot. Like there's a regimen that gets your blood flowing to the point where, well, I think like one of them's for recovery, one of them's for something else, like to get going.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's all fake. It's all.
Taylor,
a lie.
heard that you're all fake, man.
It's all a lie.
It's all a lie.
We know you're really hooking up, doing like children's blood into your system, and we really know what you're doing to keep healthy.
I got to give that to Taylor, man. Taylor, honestly, is the smartest guy I know, man. As far as when it comes to health and stuff like that.
Well, we
that's the
need
man.
to tell him to stop doing social media in the sauna with a shirt off.
You jealous?
Well, it just looks a little awkward because when you don't hear anything, like you don't see, like like autoplays, you just see a sweaty dude, and you don't hear it. And like, what's this sweaty
some
dude?
people like that.
What's this sweaty dude telling me?
Somebody like that, So
I forget what your feed's like on your OnlyFans. It's like it's all sweaty dudes. I get
sweaty.
it.
It's all it is. It's just Taylor.
It's all sweaty dudes. I get
It's
it.
just Taylor.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else? Because I really want to tell the people here. I'm talking to Cheng. He's the head dude of the Cheng Dynasty. He does Dragon Ball C. His family is Dragon Ball C. Taste the Asian. Lake Conroe Automotive. And then soon it would be Cafe and it starts with a T, right?
What do you mean tea?
How do you say bread in
It's
Cambodian?
not even a tea. It's cafe nom pang.
No pang.
Nom
Nom
pang.
pang. No
Yeah.
pang.
Yeah, cafe nom pang.
Okay, and that's
Just
just
let it
gonna be.
flow.
It's just gonna be a coffee house with sweets and
Bun me sandwiches, bun bao sandwiches.
bun meat sandwiches.
Bun me sandwiches.
Is that street food in
It is-
Cambodia?
It's a street food. There's a street food in Asia, everywhere. I
Those
mean,
are good.
Yeah.
and it has a little straw lettuce and stuff like that. I think I've had that.
Everything.
When you just said that, I had this flashback. I'm like, I think I've had one.
Come
that
hungry.
bread, that special bread, not special bread, but it's like unique looking bread.
A French baguette bread.
Yeah, it's
We'll have stir fried rice bowls and stuff like that. Egg roll bowls. We're gonna have a lot of healthy option in that area. So I'm excited to be able to open that up and to the community. You know what I mean? But you know,
that's soon. That's coming soon.
it is soon.
2023.
2023. I'm crossing my finger. April.
Well, this year.
This year, next month. Hey Conroe, please, permit department. Hey,
Yeah, upstairs.
It's up to you
And we're
guys.
talking to you people upstairs.
is it the permit department?
I have no
upstairs?
idea. I'm making that up.
You know, just waiting on you guys. Help a brother out.
Yeah. No one really works here, as you can tell.
No, Visit Conroe works here.
Yeah, I know.
They're great people. I love them. You know what I mean?
There's so much going on. Conroe Crossroads next month too. We gotta get going. I gotta get off.
Yeah.
I could probably talk to you for a good long time.
I'm sick and tired of talking to you already.
Well, you know what's funny about that is we don't have to do that anymore. Isn't that interesting? We don't have to talk to each other. You're listening to Maureen's Lone Star, irlonestar.com. My special guest on Cheng of all those cool restaurants. If you want to look them all up, I'm pretty sure besides the Cafe and Nampang,
Cafe nom pang.
I'm definitely
It's
never
like
on.
you squeeze your nostril together to say pong.
Nampang.
No, pang. Like you're about to hit somebody. Pang.
Nampang.
Pang.
Nampang. No, definitely not that.
Okay.
Probably, did I say a bad word? The way you looked at me is like, oh, he just said something.
No.
really bad. But I put all the contact information for like Dragon Ball Z and Lake Conroe Automotive below. So if you want to check them out, you guys are open downtown Conroe. What is it? What are your hours? Tuesday to Sunday?
It is Tuesday to Sunday. Tuesday, Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 10.
Because every time I go over there, it's Monday, and I'm like,
Bro, don't.
why would you not be open on Monday?
Don't be like that lady that blast us. Say, I can't believe they say they're open and they're not
Oh,
open.
I saw that, the
Yeah,
sign.
and we walked in. There were people in there. I was like, we're in there because we're preparing
Prepping,
for
yeah.
Tuesday. And then there's an open sign there, but it's not lit.
And maybe she wants you to take the whole sign off the.
Yeah, I think that's what she
I think
wanted.
that's. Hey man, I love people. If you're out there and you want to criticize Dragon Ball Z, please do it. Go
We
on
don't mind.
Facebook, give them a blast because I know I want to see San respond to you. Be like, listen, the sign isn't on. I don't know what establishment you've
I gotta
been
hold my
to.
tongue sometimes.
Oh, I love it. And but yeah, the food is so good. Your daughter does a great job with Taste the Asian. Your wife does a great job with Dragon Ball C. You do a great job at Lake Conroe Automotive, and I'm really excited about the coffee house.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, so we're gonna get back to regular scheduled music. I'm gonna be hanging out. We got other stuff. We got I just went blank. Sorry, Texas Ticket. I was gonna say Taste the Asian. We got Texas Ticket coming up at 1:00, and we got Nerd Thug Radio at 11. So stick around. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio here on irlonestar.com.